Greetings for the day. I am Dr. Nagesh, Professor and Dean, Management Studies, JSS Science and Technology University, Mysore. Today I will be delivering a small talk on the benchmarking, a total quality management tool for best practices. Benchmarking, as we all know that total quality management is a management philosophy, a paradigm, a continual improvement approach to doing business through a new modern management model. An effective TQM program has benefits include lower cost, higher revenues and the ability to offer product or services at competitive prices, higher customer satisfaction, less cycle time, new innovations and also a reputation as a quality of the firm. Benchmarking is a systematic and continuous process of searching, learning, adapting and implementing the best practices from within the organization or from other organizations towards attaining superior performance. Benchmarking is considered as one of the key tools for continuous improvement. Sir Robert C. Camp first initiated the term benchmarking while studying the improvement program at Xerox Corporation, USA. The term benchmarking emerged when the idea took ground in US during 1980s when Xerox, Ford and Motorola became the pioneers of benchmarking in USA. According to the Robert Camp, the guru of the benchmarking is the search for industry best practices that lead to superior performance. Benchmarking is a simple concept just like following first place winner style by the runner. It is all about establishing the targets and achieving it. Benchmarking is a process of measuring and comparing the firm's own business processes with the processes of competitor or market leaders to understand and then adapting the best practices followed by them in firm to achieve the superior performance. The essence of benchmarking is the endeavor to analyze and understand the processes, product and services of world-class company in order to know and to practice and to achieve the superior performance. The purpose of benchmarking is to enable the organizations to take a quantum jump in improvements resulting in increased business performance. The benchmarking is a process of understanding what, why, how and when the success story of the organization. Benchmarking is one of the tools which help to understand capability and limitations of processes. For meeting customer requirements continuously, companies need to benchmark their practices and processes by analyzing their leading competitors. In fact, ISO 9000 standards will also help the company itself to be benchmarked. Organizations are required to assess the impact of competition by benchmarking themselves against leading competitors, as well as the developing understanding of the competition in the similar industry or other industries using similar processes. Generally, companies need to first know their strengths and weaknesses before embarking on adopting the benchmarking tool to improve their productivity, process capability, product quality, process efficiency, services quality, etc. This leads to improvement in their overall business performance and competitiveness. With a suitable benchmarking framework that provides the steps and guides and actions to be initiated. The main objectives of the benchmarking may be summarized as below. First, to become more adaptive industry, we need to go for benchmarking, and to implement the best industrial practices, we seek the help of benchmarking, and understanding and defining the customer requirements, benchmarking is most useful, while establishing the effective goals and objectives, benchmarking is desirable. Also, developing the measures of productivity, the benchmarking is needed. Some of the examples for benchmarking. Rate of customer complaints could be benchmarked like 3%. Rate of employee satisfaction could be 98%. Customer retention rate 93%. Information retrieval time 5 seconds. Customer response time 12 seconds. Medical cost per employee rupees 100. Likewise, we can benchmark certain factors and parameters. What are the different types of benchmarking? First one is competitive benchmarking. Second, functional benchmarking. Third, internal benchmarking. Fourth one, product benchmarking. The fifth one, process benchmarking. Sixth, best practices benchmarking. Seventh one, strategic benchmarking. Eighth, parameter benchmarking. Let us understand what are the principal levels of benchmarking. There are 4 principal levels of benchmarking. One, we call it as internal benchmarking, which refers to comparison among similar operations within the same organization of different sites, different sizes, maybe from the different countries. While the second classification is external competitive benchmarking, which refers to comparison of the best in class, best in industry or direct competitors. The another classification is external or functional benchmarking, which refers to comparison of practices of companies with similar processes in the same function but in different industry sector. The last one is generic process benchmarking, which refers to comparison of similar processes, that is order fulfillment, an example, within organizations, within their organizations who are known to have innovative work processes. Let us understand what are the key reasons for benchmarking. To identify quantifiable measures of the relative performance. The second reason is to develop an understanding of what work is best in similar and related industries. The third important reason is to establish what is achievable from an improvement perspective. The fourth one is to understand how other companies have designed their processes. The fifth one is to determine what is to do, that is, learn from their mistakes. The last one is to find out where the process on the scale of, for example, 1 to 10, we need to improve. The benefits achieved by organizations through adopting the benchmarking programs may be summarized as below. There are 3 important paradigm shift will happen in the business organizations as a result of benefit of the benchmarking. The first one is cultural change. Benchmarking allows organizations to set realistic, rigorous new program targets and to help to convince the people of the credibility of these targets. It also helps people to know the best of best practicing outside and hence to do the job better than their own organization. The second important paradigm shift as a result of benchmarking is the benchmarking allows the organizations to identify and to define the specific gaps or lacunas in performance and to select the processes required to improve. Thus, the specific gaps identified may be used to formulate the objectives and action plans for improvement at all the levels of organization and to promote the improved performance for individual as well as the group participants. The third important benefit is human resources. Benchmarking provides basis for training and education. Employees will be provided an opportunity to understand what they are doing and what is best in class are doing. To end this gap, there is a need of employees' personal training and development. They usually require the training related to techniques of problem solving, decision making and process improvement. Some prominent beneficiaries of benchmarking within a decade, benchmarking made its own niche and distinguished itself as an important tool for performance planning, improvement and implementation of best practices at various similar companies in nature. Some prominent beneficiaries of benchmarkings are listed as below. Xerox Company, Motorola Digital Equipment Corporation, DEC, Scott Paper, Campbell Scope, Whirlpool, Boeing Aircrafts, Hewlett Packard and Apple Industries. Let's understand what are the methodology or steps involved in benchmarking. The key steps may be summarized as follows. The process or area to be benchmarked needs to be identified. Second step, selection of the organization to be benchmarked. The third step, So, preparation for the plant visit. The fourth step, visiting the organizations to be benchmarked. Fifth step, debriefing and developing an action plan. Sixth step, retaining and communicating. So, finally, the benefits of benchmarking, as discussed earlier, improves the organizational quality, leads to lower cost, scrap and reinspection and rejection of the product or services. So, the benchmarking also creates an opportunity to change. It helps to expose the employees to the new ideas and developments. It broadens the organization perspectives. Benchmarking also acts as a catalyst for learning. Benchmarking also enhances the employee satisfaction. Benchmarking definitely increases the level of potential performance while sharing the best practices. Knowing and following the world-class performance is the rule of benchmarking, and hence it encourages and stimulates the innovation in product or services. However, always there will be some challenges for implementation of benchmarking. Let us summarize the challenges. The management challenges of benchmarking. The first challenge is to provide all the employees focused training and facilities providing. The second challenge is being proactively to manage the direction and momentum of benchmarking within the organization. The another challenge for the management while implementing the benchmarking is creating a visibility of the benchmarking process in a short spanner. And another important challenge is recognizing and rewarding the benchmarking team efforts in a quantitative manner. The last challenge is getting the commitment from the resources. Thank you.